continue. So our next speaker is Daniel Suen. Is a director, Industry Development, Construction Industry Council. Daniel is the director, International Development of Construction Industry Council. He oversees the area of construction business development, construction digitalization, building information modeling, construction innovation and technology application center, construction innovation and technology fund, construction productivity, construction safety, environmental and sustainability, and mainland liaison service and modular integrated construction. It provides expertise on developing strategies in promoting the adoption of innovative technology among the construction industry and facilitating the industry's sustainable development. So let's welcome Daniel Suen's speech. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks again for Ronald's introduction. And I must thank my Rotary mentor, Dr. Raymond Ho, for guiding me over decades of years. Today, I would like to share about the sustainable construction challenges and opportunities in Hong Kong with some supplements along Southeast Asia. I'll cover 4 topics. Hopefully, I can keep it on time. Please pardon with me. I'll briefly introduce CIC and about the construction sustainability context in Hong Kong and Southeast Asia. Then I'll go to CIC sustainability initiative for the Hong Kong construction industry, which CS has covered a few of them. Indeed, thank you, CS. And finally, I'll bring up some case studies of innovation. Okay, about the CIC. We formed in 2007, and our vision and mission is really to provide a platform for the construction industry of Hong Kong to continuously improve ourselves in increasing the awareness of health, safety, sustainability, and so on. So sustainability is really one of our key targets for the years to go. About sustainability, you can see that there are a lot of things we need to cover. And we would like to chain all of them up for one comprehensive approach. In Hong Kong and Southeast Asia, let's have a glimpse along the line. It's fortunate enough that Hong Kong has already reached the carbon peak in 2014, but we are still having a lot of things to do in order to achieve carbon neutrality by 2050. As you can see in the right side of my PowerPoint, the climate action plan is really one very, very big challenge for us here, and also for the Asian countries as well, of course. And you can see that out of the 66% of energy consumption, there are 90% relating to the building sector or the construction sector. So it's really a huge challenge for our construction industry here. For the sustainability in Southeast Asia about construction, we understand Cambodia, Myanmar, and Indonesia are all committed to reducing different levels of greenhouse gas emission by 2030. And we also have the roadmap for energy efficient buildings and construction in Asia. On country level, Indonesia, as we all learned from our honorable speaker earlier on, we have some green ship system for the Indonesia currently taking action. Let's see some key figures. For Asian's building sector, it accounts for 23% of final energy use and 24% of carbon emissions. It is a bit worrying that for Asia's building energy consumption, it is expected to grow by around 60% by 2030. Yet, there are a goal to achieve an energy intensive reduction by 2025, reduction by 32%. So we all need to have our buildings to become high energy efficient and use primary zero carbon energy sources as far as practical. Just a very quick review. The SWOT analysis of Hong Kong, how we could contribute to the ancient green buildings. We got so-called strength. We got strong expertise in construction of high-rise and green buildings. We have application of new technologies and know-how. Unfortunately, our weakness is in general, we have quite lack of local market intelligence. Of course, a number of speakers earlier on has already introduced many knowledgeable information for us. And we are still unfamiliar with the local rules and regulations of various countries. In terms of opportunities, we are having rising awareness of environmental protection. We have growing demand for new technologies and green building. Whereas the threat for us is we have increasing competition from foreign companies with price competitiveness of local construction service providers. For the sustainability initiatives for the Hong Kong construction industry, we in general have 6 approaches. The first one is the carbon assessment. I'll elaborate them one by one later on. We have green finance, we have sustainable culture, we have green and low carbon materials, we have waste management, we have innovation and digitalization. A construction roadmap, we hope we can develop in a number of years ahead of us here. And back in 2018, we have already conducted the first CIC Sustainable Construction Award in order to promote the awareness of the industry towards sustainable construction. And by 2019, we got carbon assessment tool available, and we also have green product certification. And by 2021, as also mentioned by CS earlier on, we have the sustainable finance certification scheme. This would encourage people using some finance model for their construction of business, so long as they achieve a sustainable standard. And this year we are launching out a smart waste management plugin. As Professor mentioned earlier on, smart waste management is also one key issue for us to tackle. We expect by 2023 we would more or less generate a roadmap for us to move towards carbon neutrality by 2050. The first one, green product certification. We officially launched in November 2019. We would evaluate 5 environmental aspects, namely carbon footprint, energy and waste and water efficiency, toxicity, recyclability, and resource consumption. We have covered, currently we have covered more than 28 material types. We have certified more than 700 projects, and we have 6 credits attained under BIM plus New Building 2.0. The carbon assessment tool, first online carbon assessment tool for Hong Kong construction industry is really launched. And with integration with BIM plus mentioned earlier on, we got credits over there. And covering more than 800 construction materials, more than 300 projects, and more than 50 supporting organizations are with us. Well, let's skip that. That's a very quick glimpse of what's use of that. The next item is this Sustainable Finance Certification Scheme. The objective is to provide a common framework and user-friendly assessment system to facilitate the application of sustainable finance for the construction industry in the Hong Kong and Greater Bay Area. I think this one is of good reference for our sister countries like Indonesia, Myanmar, and Cambodia. I think this is a good move for you to consider. For Hong Kong, our SFCS is to support the government towards carbon neutrality and respond to the growing trend of sustainable finance across the construction industry. We got the launching ceremony last year, which is well received by the industry. And we got some international principles already verified. We are industry specific and designed for construction projects in industry players. And we have wide scheme coverage for common financial products adopted in the industry. And we have recognition from Hong Kong MA. For the smart waste management plugin, the project commenced this year in March. It is a system to facilitate the waste management and monitoring at construction sites in Hong Kong. We would have those things digitalized. I think this is really critical. And we provide supporting tools for the on-site staff which use real-time disposal tracking. And we also have plugged in to the CIC carbon assessment tool mentioned earlier on. And you can see that the current pain points of the industry on waste management really covers the prevention. We have headache against the illegal dumping. We have not much attention paid on waste reduction or recycling, and waste data really manually collected and recorded on paper. It's really time consuming for updating and cross-checking. Human errors really common. Under the constraints of space and time, contractors have low motivation to improve waste management practice. With our smart waste management plugin, we would have benefits of digital solution. We collect waste data to encourage waste management and reduction. It is designed to be convenient and user-friendly, streamline the process, information exchange across projects, and so on. We have accuracy and save time. The plugin is also very useful for CAT, carbon assessment tool, with users can earn building certifications and enjoy subsequent economic benefits. For the we got Sustainable Construction Award handled for a number of years. We have got it in 2018, 2020, and we will have another one coming in 2023, and the application will be open in late this year. And the award recognizes sustainability best practices among organizations and practitioners, in particular, the young generation of construction industry. You can see that we have quite wide coverage and a lot of attendance and projects covered. Now we come to case studies of innovation. Well, by the way, I would wholeheartedly invite all of you to join our Construction Innovation Expo 2022, forthcoming in 12th to 16th of December 2022, to be conducted in Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center. It's really worth us to, it also covers our sustainability subject we discussed today. Back to our example, our CIC has constructed a zero carbon park, serving as the first zero carbon building in Hong Kong. And we also serve it as an urban native woodland green lung. It's a test bed for the state-of-the-art building design and optimize its technology, and also a showcase to the local international construction industry. It's quite a beautiful piece of land, right? Please do come and enjoy the park. It's in Kowloon Bay here. For the design strategies, we have active systems with passive design, with renewable energy. We have landscaping, microclimate and water management systems, and low carbon construction and materials. Mind you, for the innovation, we cannot do away with high productivity construction, as currently highly promoted by our government. We would like to promote construction process moving from on-site to off-site. There are three principles here. One, off-site prefabrication. Two, multi-trade integration and module maximization. And three, plug and play. And this is really important for us to conduct our construction business in an environmentally friendly way. MIC, I understand quite many of you have already heard about that. The modular integrated construction is one of the brilliant examples of high productivity construction indeed. And it starts from prefab components and moving forward to advanced prefab systems, and then with integrated sub-assembly, putting small parts together before shipping to the site. And finally, we would have all of them integrated together, moving to a modular integrated construction MIC. Well, we can find in the newspaper in a couple of months, in these recent few months, that the MIC is really particularly successful in providing temporary hospital, temporary decanting center arising from COVID. I think it's also one of the very good case for countries, our country friends, to consider for fast construction projects anywhere in your place. What is a good MIC building design? We should have it making into an efficient design. Size of modules, easiness for logistics and transportation, use of materials to consider weight for lifting, repeatable modules, and limited number of module types. All these can have. And we can, with this, we can have it mass produced at factory. And then, and with at the same time, reduced construction waste and construction time and cost. We got the benefits of MIC, including better quality control, and we also have productivity, reducing site labor, increasing productivity by 50 to 80%. We also reduce site deliveries and reduce construction waste very substantially. You can see more than 50%. And meanwhile, importantly, safety. We would reduce in accident rates by 80 to 100%. And finally, we reduce reconstruction time as well. And all these, we emphasize on multi-integration. With MIC, we can apply it to MI residents, MI schools, MI hospitals, MI hotels, MI interiors, MI curtain walls, and MI foundation. All of these, we may call it MI infinity. So let's have a, let's have a glimpse of a video over here to share with you all. So we can see that the power of MIC cannot be undermined. And let's see whether we can use this to help our move towards sustainability construction innovation. Okay, for the other elements we need to genuinely consider is the digitalization. For all the works, construction industry, if we are going to move forward in a smarter and faster pace, we need to consider digitalization. That's why CIC created a digitalization roadmap along the line. And our goal for 2026 is to have 100% of implementation of CDE, BIM, and DWSS, Digital Works Site Supervision. Okay. Of course, for projects over 300 million Hong Kong dollars. We have building information modeling, which help us a lot on moving from very primitive on the right-hand side, hand drawings, and then better through AutoCAD. And now we promote using BIM, which is really a complete cycle that can allow for the information flow from design to operation. The application of BIM in MIC, you can see that for the module design and prefabrication, visualization and modeling is really important. Through BIM, we can preview all the things and review any conflicts beforehand. That's really important. Not just having errors on site found and then redo the things and so on. That's really a waste of time, energy, and materials, and against sustainability indeed. On the logistics planning, BIM also help us tackle things like transportation, as currently most of the MIC units are constructed in mainland China and then transported to Hong Kong. The road network and also sea route is really important and crucial for us to understand whether that is capable of transporting things in. With the help of BIM, we can really identify which route can afford such a long units to be delivered to site, which way we need to close the road temporarily, and so on. So it's really a very smart system for our anticipating any problem and, more importantly, resolving them beforehand. Another issue is about construction management. BIM can afford and can allow us to have trial assembly in the factory. We have sequencing for modules, either through the computer or off-site. We can do it over there. And with BIM, we can have design simulation. That's really, really useful, important nowadays. Case study. Again, our ZCP, Zero Carbon Park in Kowloon Bay. We have constructed a MIC Resources Center, really from MIC units. We totally used 10 units to complete it. It's a 2-story building. Well, very rapidly completed with modules delivered to on-site and then complete over a very short period of time. And you can see that the units being delivered, all interior finishes completed and then delivered to site. So it's really efficient way. Another more recent project is the Hong Kong Science Park InnoCell. That's completed in October 2020. It's a 70-story high hostel, providing over 500 bed space. Really, more than 400 MIC models used over there. And the construction cycle of typical MIC floor is only 3 days. After review, we analyzed that we have advanced the completion by 5 months in an 18-month contract. Mind you, it's really substantial, more than the quarters of 100% faster. We can reduce construction waste by 20%, reduce non-inert waste by 80%, with 50% reduction of total construction vehicle count, and very, very important, zero work injury and zero accident. And also we have better air quality level, 50% reduction indeed. So that's all I would like to share with you today. And any question is welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Suen. It's a very good comprehensive presentation on our technology. I think we are very successful in terms of Hong Kong and China integrations of these new technologies. What about the Southeast Asia? If we're going to move into Southeast Asia in terms of construction there, the regulations difference, the labor difference, has any case study that's successful in that way? And also about the SME entering the markets. Can we take advantage of that technology base in Hong Kong?
Well, I would suggest it's really a very great opportunity for us, Hong Kong SME and any people with interest on that entering into the construction market of Myanmar, Cambodia, and Indonesia. And mind you, for just take MIC as an example, it's a very convenient product for transport. So say, for example, as our dear guest mentioned earlier on, for Hong Kong, we have quite a good achievement so far. But the success is really rely upon our good relationship with mainland China, Greater Bay Area in short. The production yard of the MIC currently are mainly located in the Greater Bay Area. And we have the transport down to our Hong Kong site very rapid. Just take this module for Cambodia, for example. So long as we got the modules constructed off-site, they can be delivered through port. Professor also mentioned earlier on that the port facilities in Greater Bay Area is very advanced nowadays. And they can be shipped in bulk size, for example, 20 units per ship, and to the port of Cambodia, Myanmar, or even Indonesia. And then that could be readily transported to site through local vehicles and delivered to and construct over there. As I mentioned earlier on, they got the advantage of great reduction in local labor. So long as the labor can be trained with basic skills and so on, they can assemble those things on site very rapidly. Just taking an example of connection of two modules. Mostly, we need to bolt each unit together. Plus, we need to connect the pipings together. But for the piping design, the MIC module already developed into a very easy plug and play, top and down, plug in, and then just screw it together. That's it. So I think this is a very great potential for our Hong Kong people or mainland China partners, having all these technology readily developed and then have the semi-completed product. Well, I should not say semi-completed. This will be largely completed products, completed right here. And then through Hong Kong's financial model, whichever, and then push it towards the various countries we mentioned earlier on and develop on site. The things on site would mainly be foundation works, having the site formation ready, and then all the units can be put over there. So this is quite an advantage. Mind you, one thing is we need to take care of the regulations of various countries because they may be different from each other. So before the delivery of products, the cross recognition of certification is quite a key issue for us to explore further. So this is my preliminary views, and welcomes any supplement along the line. Thank you.
My name is Michael Young. Mr. Suen, Michael Young of Dashun Foundation Executive Committee member.
Michael. Hi.
My name is Michael Young. It's very interesting to listen to your presentation. It's very inspiring and very informative. The question I want to know, I want to ask is, how would CIC position itself in the Greater Bay Area and in the Belt and Road Initiative? One is in mainland China, and the other one is in Asian country like Cambodia, Myanmar, and Indonesia that we talk about today. The thing is, there are so many knowledge accumulated by CAC over the past decade or so in BIM, in MIC, whatever. There are so many things that you just talked about. But I want to know whether there is any plan for CIC to promote this soft power or soft knowledge, soft skill to these countries and in the Greater Bay Area.
Thank you, Michael.
Is there any
Sorry,
strategy?
Kira.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Michael. We are a humble organization, but we strongly advocate advancements in construction industry, no matter Hong Kong, Greater Bay Area, or our sister countries around us. But we have to do it step by step. Currently, I would say the integration with Greater Bay Area is a must. I think it's really common to all of the industry, manufacturing industry, finance industry, and so on. So to be frank, our construction industry in Hong Kong is a bit behind other industry indeed. And we CIC are really linking all of us together. To let you know, one of our latest developments that we are opening a Guangzhou office. I think within a few months, we will have an office set up over there for liaison coordination, as kindly suggested by Michael, to have a closer collaboration between our Greater Bay Area cities. And this is really a must for things moving forward. You know, Hong Kong is only a very small piece of land. We cannot do all the things within Hong Kong, especially when we are talking about land use. So Greater Bay Area is really a must in order to have the jigsaw puzzle completed for the growth of Hong Kong construction industry. And I'm sure for piling system itself, we also have lots of help from the Greater Bay Area. Okay, for the outside Hong Kong, you may notice that we are promoting international sharing of knowledge. We invite knowledge from UK, from Asia, Japan, Americans, so all the overseas countries to have all their knowledge coming to Hong Kong and then brainstorm together, generate more things for the local use. Yet, we are also promoting these use to be adopted by our sister countries, for example, like Myanmar, Indonesia, and Cambodia. The thing is, as what I brought up in the SWOT analysis earlier on, we CIC is still in not the best position to understand the sister countries' system over there. But surely this is one of the ways we are moving forward. But we would do it in a joint hand manner, having things grow together. That's why we encourage all of us over here, join our CI Expo, join our events so that we can explore things together. And we welcome any problems or any blockage, obstacles along your own path so that we can resolve it. Just bring a very small example for us to share, Steve. Guok Bill, the national standard against the standard currently adopted by building departments in Hong Kong, is also another challenge. So even for Hong Kong and mainland China, we got things to resolve. We have to do it in quite a time-consuming way so far, but we are aiming at things moving much faster with our very clear goal of a new government, new terms of government under our John. Hopefully, we can resolve things bit by bit in a very much quicker pace. Thank you, Michael, again. Thank you, Michael, again.
Thank you, Mr. Suen. In fact, there's one thing I want to supplement, that CIC has a CIC Academy. CIC Academy. I don't know whether CIC Academy is capable or have any plan to expand their training courses outside Hong Kong into the Greater Bay Area and to the ASEAN country. Because this would be a good platform.
Yeah, very good suggestion.
This would be a good
Very
platform
good
to sell your knowledge. And Hong Kong's
Thank
know-how, huh? Yeah.
Thank you. I think I would like to supplement that with our new council chairman on board, Thomas Ho. We are developing a series of signature courses for MIC, for CDE, Common Data Environment, and also for safety, So these things, as what Michael kindly shared earlier on, are really promoting knowledge not only to Hong Kong, but also to outside Hong Kong. So sure, we'll work along the line. Thank you for the reminder from Michael indeed.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Actually, I got a question from audience online. Here's the question. Yeah, would it be more sustainable to transfer the manufacturing technology to Cambodia rather than building in GBA and transporting on polluting shipping?
Is that a question?
Well, very good and brilliant ideas indeed. I think as what I shared earlier on, the problem for Hong Kong is really limitation in land supply. So the reason for our construction and manufacturing of those units outside Hong Kong is really a must for Hong Kong to develop in a much faster pace. So since Greater Bay Area is just adjacent to us, this is the first choice. But as I mentioned earlier on, MIC units can be produced in our sister countries like Cambodia, Indonesia, or Myanmar. So it's good because if there are more virgin land or whichever land that could accommodate construction of MIC units, it's really a good idea for our jointly exploring along the line, so that we have a much better relationship, and it can also encourage the road and belt relationship among countries. Good, that's a really good suggestion. Thank you.